My beloved child, open your heart now, for I am speaking directly to you. Even when the world feels like it's spinning out of control, even when your heart is weary and your hands feel empty, I am working. I have never stopped. My Spirit delivers a message to you today, hand-carved from heaven, wrapped in peace, and filled with promise. I see the burdens you've carried alone, the financial stress, the health fears, the questions about your future that no one seems to have answers for. But I want you to know, none of that has the final say. I do. And I say, miracles are unfolding. Do not let your soul sink beneath the noise of fear or chaos. Lift your eyes. Look beyond what surrounds you, and fix your gaze on my goodness. You are not forgotten, and your life is not random. Everything is part of a divine design, one I created with love, purpose, and precision. Hold fast to the dreams I've placed inside you. They are not fantasies, they are seeds. And when watered with faith and thanksgiving, they will flourish. The miracle you've prayed for may not come how or when you expect, but it will come, because I am faithful. I never promise and fail to deliver. There are people who once overlooked you, doubted you, or dismissed your potential. But they will soon stand in awe, not because of who you are, but because of what I am doing in and through you. They will witness transformation. They will see my glory shine from your life. And many will come to believe because of your story. You, my child, are not disqualified. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are chosen. Walk forward, not in haste, but in holy trust. My timing is never early, never late, it is always perfect. You are not waiting in vain. You are waiting in grace. Right now, let your mouth speak life. Declare what I have already done and what is still coming. Don't wait until you feel strong, speak now, with trembling faith. Your words have power when they are aligned with my truth. There is a reason you feel this stirring inside. It is not coincidence. This is your divine invitation, to believe again, to hope again, and to step into the new chapter I've already begun to write in your life. You've been holding on, sometimes by just a thread, but that thread has always been attached to me. I see you, standing at the edge of what feels like uncertainty, and I know the questions that echo in your heart. Will things ever change? Will I ever see the breakthrough I've been praying for? My child, listen carefully, your faith is not in vain. It is not weak. It is not unnoticed. In fact, it is the very key unlocking what's been waiting to be released into your life. Do not measure your strength by what others see. I do not compare you to the world. I see what you've endured in silence, the way you've continued forward even when your soul was aching. That quiet perseverance, that whisper of belief in the midst of chaos, that's what moves heaven. The storms you faced were never meant to destroy you, they were meant to deepen your roots. And now, I'm sending rain. Not the kind that floods, but the kind that nourishes, refreshing the dry places of your life, reviving dreams you thought had died, awakening purpose you thought had passed you by. This season may feel like stretching, but it is actually preparation. You are being strengthened in ways that can't be seen yet, so that when the doors open, you'll be ready not just to enter, but to thrive. You will carry not just your own testimony, but hope for others who are still in their waiting. I am doing something within you before I do something around you. Speak with boldness now, not because you see the answer, but because you trust the one who holds the answer. Let declarations of faith rise from your lips. Say what you believe before you see it, because faith is not based on sight, it's built on trust. Every time you worship through the tears, every time you choose to love when it's hard, every time you forgive when it costs you, you are planting seeds in heaven's soil. And I promise, nothing planted in my name ever returns void. A harvest is coming. Lift your hands, not in surrender to defeat, but in agreement with destiny. Heaven is closer than you think. The angels have not been silent. My hand has not been still. You are not being overlooked. You are being positioned. Remember this, battles are not always won with strength, they are won with surrender. Not giving up, but giving over. Hand me your fears. Give me the pressure. Let me carry what's too heavy for you. I've already gone ahead of you. I know the way. This is not the end. It is the threshold of something holy. And your faith? It's the doorway. Now that you've come this far, I want to take you deeper, not into more striving, but into rest. Into healing. You've been strong for so long. You've kept moving forward, holding on to faith, even when your heart was quietly breaking beneath the surface. But today, I'm inviting you into something sacred. I'm asking you to stop running and finally let me tend to the wounds you've hidden. You don't have to pretend to be okay in my presence. I already know the weight you've been carrying, the disappointments that left marks, the silent betrayals, the dreams that crumbled without warning. I saw it all. I was there for every moment, every tear, every sigh in the dark. But here is what I need you to hear now: you were never meant to carry that alone. Not the pressure to have all the answers. Not the guilt of your past. Not the weight of expectations that others placed on your shoulders. Those are burdens I never asked you to bear. Let me take them. I am not here to judge your pain, I'm here to heal it. To reach into the places no one else sees and pour out my love like a healing balm over every bruise on your soul. What the world calls weakness, I call opportunity, for restoration, for redemption, for renewal. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be open. Let me sit with you in the sorrow, not to dwell in it, but to walk you through it. I am the God who makes beauty from ashes, not by ignoring your suffering, but by transforming it. The things that once made you feel broken will one day be the very things that shine with my glory. You've been trying to hold it all together. But now I want you to fall into my arms and let it fall apart, because only when you release what's in your hands can I place something new in them. There's no shame in needing healing. My son bore stripes so that you could be whole. And I have not changed. I still mend the shattered, still restore the weary, still lift up those who feel forgotten. You don't have to understand everything to receive what I'm offering. You just have to say yes. Yes to my comfort. Yes to my peace. Yes to the love that chases you even on your hardest days. Your pain is not too great for me. Your past is not too messy for me. Your heart is not too complicated for me. You are not too much. You are mine. So breathe deeply now. The healing has already begun. And the freedom that follows, it will leave you standing taller, loving deeper, and walking lighter. Now that healing has begun, let me speak to the part of your heart that still wonders if you've fallen too far behind. I know how often you look around and feel like others are moving faster, achieving more, building families, growing careers, fulfilling dreams. I see the questions rise quietly in your soul: did I miss my moment? Am I too late? No, my child. Not for a second. You are not behind. You are not delayed. You are exactly where you need to be in my divine timeline. What you see as a pause, I see as preparation. What feels like delay is often my mercy, slowing you down just enough to protect what I've placed inside you from being wasted too soon. You haven't missed anything. In fact, you're right on time for something sacred. Every step you've taken, even the ones that felt like detours, has led you here. And here is holy ground. I'm not measuring your journey by how fast you move or how visible your success is to others. I'm watching your growth in the hidden places. The way you've chosen character over comfort. The way you've chosen to forgive when bitterness would have been easier. The way you've kept believing when you didn't have all the answers. That's progress. That's maturity. That's the kind of preparation that cannot be rushed. I see your heart, how it longs to fulfill the calling I've placed within you. And I promise, I haven't forgotten a single detail. You don't need to chase what I've already assigned to your name. What's meant for you will not pass you by. I will bring it in its appointed season, and when it arrives, it will not bring confusion, it will come with peace. There's nothing random about your path. I've ordered your steps with care. And even when you felt lost, you were never outside my reach. So take heart. Stop comparing timelines. You are not late, you are being shaped. I need you to stop looking at your story through the lens of human expectation. My timing operates outside of clocks and calendars. I see the end from the beginning. I know how to redeem years that feel wasted. I specialize in suddenly. In a moment, I can shift everything. But I won't do it a second too early, because what I'm building in you is meant to last. You haven't been forgotten in the shadows. You've been formed in them. And now, as light begins to break, you'll see it more clearly. I was never holding you back. I was holding you together. Lift your head. You are right on time for the miracle I'm preparing. Now that you understand you're right where you need to be, let me show you the key that opens the next door: surrender. Not the kind that means giving up, but the kind that means giving over. Handing me your plans, your worries, your timing, your what-ifs, and trusting that I can carry them better than you ever could. You see, the most powerful turning points often come not when you fight harder, but when you release what you've been clutching so tightly. There is strength in letting go. There is wisdom in trusting me more than your own understanding. Surrender is not weakness. It is the bravest act of faith. Let me speak gently to your soul. There are things you've been trying to control that were never meant to rest on your shoulders. You've tried to figure it all out, to hold every piece of the puzzle, to force clarity where I'm asking for trust. But your peace is not found in knowing all the answers. It's found in knowing me. I'm not asking you to abandon your dreams. I'm asking you to place them in my hands. Let me breathe life into them, shape them, and lead you into them at the perfect moment. The battle you're in right now, it's not yours to win alone. You've exhausted your strength, and yet still I whisper, be still. I will fight for you. You were never called to carry the entire outcome. You were called to walk closely with me, one step at a time. I'll light the way as you move forward, even when it's only one step at a time through the unknown. You don't have to earn my guidance. You just have to yield your need to control. Open your hands. Trust that my way is better. That my perspective sees beyond today. That my plans are filled with purpose even when they feel hidden. There's beauty on the other side of surrender. There's clarity you can't find when you're trying to navigate everything alone. When you let go, your heart becomes light enough to soar. Your ears become quiet enough to hear me whisper. Come sit with me. Lay down the burden of having to be strong every minute. Let me hold what's been weighing you down. My grace isn't a vague idea, it's your daily portion, your sustaining strength, your fresh mercy every morning. I'm not asking you to have it all figured out. I'm asking you to bring your open heart. Surrender what you don't understand, and I will fill the space with peace that surpasses understanding. Trust isn't about knowing what comes next. It's about knowing who goes with you. And I promise you this, every time you surrender, heaven moves. Chains break. Walls crumble. Doors open. Miracles unfold. Let go, and watch me make a way. Now that you've let go of what wasn't meant to be held, now that you've surrendered what only I can carry, take a breath and open your heart to what's next. This is not the end. It never was. This is the beginning. You've stepped through a doorway, one few are willing to walk through, the door of trust. And because of that, you've made room for something sacred to unfold. I am doing a new thing, even now. It's already taking shape. Can you feel it? It's subtle at first, like morning light slowly spreading across the horizon. But soon, you'll see it clearly. The days ahead are not something to fear, they are filled with promise. Not the kind made by men, but the kind that carries the weight of eternity. You are being led by my hand into a season where favor meets obedience, where hope fuels action, and where miracles are not rare, they're expected. I've seen the battles you've fought just to remain standing. I've watched you choose forgiveness when revenge seemed easier, peace when anger called loudly, worship when worry tried to steal your voice. None of it was wasted. Every moment of obedience, seen or unseen, was a seed. And now, a harvest is coming. You may have felt hidden, but I was refining you in the secret place. Because when I reveal what I've planted in you, it won't just bless your life, it will bless generations. Do not return to fear. Do not shrink back when opportunity calls. When I open the next door, walk through it with boldness. You are ready. You have been prepared, not just for survival, but for significance. What I place in your hands next won't be heavy, because you've learned where your strength truly comes from. Let your heart expect goodness again. Not because life is perfect, but because I am present. There will still be challenges. But now you know who walks beside you. And that changes everything. You were not created for a quiet exit, you were created to shine, to lead, to love, and to carry my presence into every space you enter. When people encounter you, they will sense peace without understanding why. They'll feel joy that doesn't come from circumstance. That's because you carry me. I'm not done with your story. In fact, the best pages are just beginning. What felt like a wilderness will soon reveal the promised land. What once looked barren will burst with beauty. Stay close. Keep making space for me in your everyday life. Let me speak to you in the ordinary, because that's where the extraordinary often begins. This is your moment to rise, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Stand tall. Speak life. Walk in grace. Step forward with faith that dares to believe, not just in what's possible, but in the one who makes all things new. We're just getting started. Now that you've embraced the beginning of something new, it's time to awaken fully to who you truly are. You were never created to just get by. Not to live bound by cycles of fear, or to merely exist in a state of emotional exhaustion. I formed you for fullness, for a life marked not by constant struggle, but by deep-rooted joy and divine significance. I want you to hear this clearly, you were made for more than survival. Too long you've lived in just enough. Just enough peace to make it through the day. Just enough strength to carry on. Just enough hope to not give up. But I didn't call you to live at the edge of breakthrough forever. I've invited you into abundance, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, relationally. And yes, even in your purpose. You see, the enemy has tried to convince you that staying small is safer. That keeping quiet is wiser. That hiding is holy. But that's not how I designed you. There is a light I placed inside of you that was meant to shine, not for attention, but for impact. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you, your voice, your insight, your heart, your presence, fully alive in me. You are not too broken. You are not too late. And you are not unqualified. My spirit dwells within you, not so you can barely make it, but so you can rise. Now is the time to start living from your identity, not your insecurity. You are not defined by what others said, by what you lost, or by the doors that didn't open. You are defined by my word, and my word declares that you are chosen, equipped, and anointed. So stop waiting for the perfect moment to begin. The time is now. There is nothing else you need to prove. No more boxes to check or accolades to chase. You don't need permission from anyone to walk in what I've already assigned you. You're not here by accident. You're here on assignment. This world can be loud and chaotic. But I've set you apart to carry peace. To walk in wisdom. To speak with compassion and move in purpose. Every room you enter is changed because you are in it, because I am in you. Take time with me. Let me continue shaping the details. But don't hold back out of fear. The same power that raised my son from the dead lives in you. And that power wasn't meant to lie dormant. Live boldly. Dream deeply. Love fiercely. Serve with joy. You are not just surviving, you are becoming. And what's ahead will require all of you. But don't be afraid. I will walk with you every step. I always have.